I think there's a lot to be said for the new schedule.
I mean, well, this was because I had to actually move everything.
It's
Because we
true. That is
have
true.
a Wednesday game.
Oh. Let's see who's playing first. New Zealand versus the Wallabies versus the Hammerheads. In New Zealand. Rainy and no winds. That could be an interesting game. Probably a little one-sided.
I don't know. These are grudge matches.
Every match is a grudge match in Fort Lauderdale.
It's fair, but most of the time those are just grudges by the Flamingos against the Flamingos. So, how does it feel being our first ever league owner?
Well, you know, I can make a promise to you now. We at the Flamingos organization will spend up to and no less than the cap.
Under your watchful eye.
And that's a promise.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's great to have my position as an unofficial member of the team organization validated by being given an official position. Also, I can now technically fire people.
That's true.
That's pretty great.
That's pretty great.
Theoretical power. It's not real, but it's real enough.
Yep. All right, Green Army is here. I love to see him here.
Oh, great to have people showing up already.
All right, Phil. New Zealand is the 60% favorites, but we all know how these two teams play up. Dave has turned his back on the Wallabies and picked the Hammerheads. But who do you got? Who's your stone cold lock of the century of the week for this game?
You know, I'm not gonna make my stone cold lock of the century of the week of the hour on this game in particular. That'll be reserved for another game this week. But you know, I favor the Wallabies. I've had a long history of having the Wallabies just dash my hopes. But the Hammerheads can still win this, and I think they will. I think they're going to show us their can-do attitude, and that the Wallabies are quite mortal.
I like it. I like it. We'll see. McMorris threw a crazy game last time, with William Slayton, I think, getting 4 touchdowns, 6 touchdowns. But that was then. This is now. We've seen Zach Mouse, we've seen McMorris. They've been 2 of the hottest quarterbacks in week 1. I'm really excited to see if this stays a shootout.
You know, shootouts certainly are something. I'd just be absolutely gruntled if we got a field goal parade.
I like how you used gruntled. That was a good choice.
I'm grasping at straws. I just woke up.
That's fair.
Yeah, it'll take me a game. I'll be awake again.
Oh no! I just noticed something.
We're playing on a blue field?
No, that one's been consistent. The GFSA logo has been replaced by a sponsored advertising.
No!
That's unfortunate, but that's okay. You know what? This is why we play these games. We learn and we'll adjust our advertising. But just a reminder, GFSA is recruiting. They're in the middle of their season. If you haven't watched the cross-league vidcast, it's great as Mouse finds Holland for a short game. And it's a quick 3 and out.
Ooh, that is a painful first drive for the Hammerheads. The Wallabies showing they've still got that defensive
identity.
Metal. That metal. They've still got it.
Hi, Toasty. How's it going? And McMorris.
Oh!
Mickey Mouse, huge catch up the sideline. By the way, Toasty, since you're here, I want to let you know I have put in my first ever face gen into the bot.
Mickey Mouse with another catch for 4 yards.
Black 11. Black 11.
Play
This time,
action,
McMorris is
open
a
man
wide open
downfield.
Tidwell.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
Green 29. Green 29.
I did do it right, or at least it works on the bot and it doesn't seem to break, so I'd assume I did it right. And he's got it, Mickey Mouse with the touchdown.
Hike.
This gives the Wallabies a commanding position in this game. Both teams did their opening drives, their sets, their rehearsed plays, and you know, it worked for one of them.
Green 46.
That was what's killing it, yes,
46.
Toasty. And Picard is tackled for a loss. They almost need to stop getting Picard on the ground and just start yeeting the ball, as they say, as Tom Holland makes a man miss.
Green 17.
Well, you know,
Green
they'll find the
17.
gaps in the
Ready.
defense.
And Picard, it's not the linebacker core.
It's never the linebacker core. That's
All of these linebackers have been consistently good.
Red 10.
I remember when I spent a whole season trying to get people to invest in the linebacker core. Ultimately, I wasn't quite correct, but I feel validated seeing running backs struggle so much against invested in defense.
And Slayton does what Slayton does.
Oh my goodness, the Wallabies are really taking control of this game early.
It's I mean, I will say this, as a member of the Wallabies team, it is our hashtag dominant season.
My goodness. Maybe you should have told me about the hashtag dominant season before I made my prediction.
Well, look, I'm going to tell you, it's dominant because we're done being underdogs. This is our first season ever as the favorites.
The Wallabies?
Green
Yeah.
46. Green 46.
Oh.
And there's a flag here. It's an offside, so Mouse is a free throw, and it's a pick, but it's coming back.
That's a moral victory from Gray. They're not going to throw at that
Green
again.
46.
You know what? It was the right play, though. You know you've got a penalty. You've got a shot. You might as well just see what happens. As Kipkokolisson will get that tackle. And Mouse is sacked again.
Blue 19. Blue 19. Hike.
I once caught a mouse in my bare hands.
And Mouse with a great run.
Hike.
Forced to punt again. Oh my goodness. The Wallabies look to go up 21-0. They get the ball back at the half.
39.
This is, yeah.
39.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he's open!
And
Remington,
Wellington.
What's the scene?
Like, bare hands or bare hands, Toasty wants to know. Well, I always find bare hands to be a better tool than bare hands.
Well, we had a mouse problem, and I found one in the garage when I was going to take trash out. So I took my opportunity, put my hand down near it, laying my palm up on the ground, and then when it seemed like I could, well, no, when it seemed like I had a chance, I snapped my hand closed around it, and then ran to the living room asking what I should do with the mouse.
Oh no.
And that's how I threw a mouse in the garbage.
By the way, I want to point something out here. Mouse has thrown 3 total completions. Tom Holland has gotten all 3 of them. The Wallabies defense has been absolutely stifling the offensive masterpiece that is Madagascar.
The running game's not working, he doesn't have the time to let plays develop, and the quick plays are being completely guarded.
And now they've got a chance as Austin Bell will get that pick.
That was a good play. They're going to need some defensive heroics if they want to come back into this.
Mouse has thrown as many passes as McMorris has touchdowns. That's pretty wild. But this time he's got a man. And the defender was actually able to catch back up.
Ready, go.
Yeah, the Wallabies are just...
Black,
Wow, that was a...
And they're going to hit a 2-minute warning, but it's enough to put them in field goal range. Ox of the North,
And
though.
it's high winds, dude! That's wide, right?
black, 41.
Oh my
Black,
god.
41.
Goodness. Goodness. Oh my goodness.
Nothing seems to be going right for the Hammerheads in this first half. And except their picks, they've now had back-to-back picks.
This is the this is the kind of production they need if they want to turn this around. They can't just score, though they do need to. They have to be stopping the Wallabies from running up their own advantage, because if they don't, like, even if they could start putting up points, being 3 possessions in the hole is too much to deal with if it turns into a shootout in the second half. So they really need their defense to step up along with offensive production. Oh, that's costly. Salamanca.
And McMorris has Remington Wellington. He's got a huge gain.
Red 31. Red 30.
Oh my god.
And Tidwell's going to run out of bounds, but he's going to get the first.
Black 11. Black 11. Ready? Tonight.
Morris has so much time. Remington Wellington is gone. I mean, I hate to say it, but the Wallabies OL is doing a really good job. But I don't know how much of that is the Hammerheads just not seemingly having the defense to pressure them.
I think it's a bit of both. I mean, Slim Did Nothing Wrong is definitely a year away from kind of his peak, or final season before regression, so he's got the TPE experience.
Blue 33. Blue 33.
It also definitely is. The Hammerheads defense is not able to generate any pressure, so the quarterback has, for the Wallabies, a chance to basically sit back and let the plays develop, which is something the Hammerheads have not had the luxury of this game.
King Snail says, we don't have defensive linemen, so it's the Hammerheads. Which, fair enough, if you don't have DLs, you're not gonna be pressuring a quarterback very often.
Oh no, not at all.
It's so hard. 28-0 at the half is quite an unfortunate stat line. But it is what it is. You know, it's so hard on defenses, because if you don't have the DL pressure on the quarterback every few plays, they get so much time to make decisions. If you don't have the linebackers, the running backs can get some good yardage relatively consistently, and that can keep drives going. If you don't have the defensive backs, they're just going to throw the ball all over you. Like, defense kind of just requires you to have all 3 of your positions filled out in order to really work.
Absolutely.
The offense can get away with having weaknesses.
I mean, what I think has really been killing is the Hammerheads defense has actually created turnovers, as Slayton is going to take to the house.
They're creating turnovers, but it's like the Wallabies defense is suffocating.
Well, let's see. There's always 2 halves of football. We'll see what Zach Mouse can do in the second half.
We will see. I mean, I know the Wallabies defense is suffocating because they're taking my breath away.
Hey.
Blue 7. Blue 7. Set. Hike.
And Mouse is met by 2 defenders there.
Green 29. Green 29.
King Style says, I'm going to go buy a new phone because I just cracked the screen. Are you okay?
I don't think.
Black.
Beating up bad teams week 1 and 2 and then looking awful past that. Dom with a very pessimistic prediction.
And Mouse is going to try and run it, but it's not enough.
You know you're in desperation mode when your quarterback has to start running it.
If my first half is anything to go by, we're not doing anything. I do agree. This is definitely a game for Zach Mouse to forget, as Mixa Musa Mickey Mouse has been the better mouse on the field.
No
And
one gets one over on the old Disney mice.
Blue 7. Blue 7. Set. Go.
Goodness.
Morris has Botterman. Botterman won't get the touchdown.
Green 46.
Unfortunate.
Green 46. Hike.
I think Botterman deserves better.
And there's a flag here. It's coming back. I'm trying to. Okay. I hear you, man. I hear you. There have definitely been bad games to forget. As Mouse is going to get a couple. And we hit the fourth quarter. I know you're trying to forget it, because you obviously can't control the players on the field.
Botterman MVP, you know what? They just have the raw stats.
Green 3. Set.
That was always Yado's play, as Mickey Mouse is going to get the touchdown here. And Pengu's kick is barely good, but it's good.
You know what? There is no almost. There's only good or not no good.
Do or do not, there is no try.
Exactly.
As Moore is going to get it, I think probably their longest pass of the night.
Yeah, they really want to get some points on the board. They don't want to be shut out.
I don't blame them.
It's just sometimes it feels like the AI slowly figures out the gaps in the defense.
Yeah.
And starts to exploit them more later in the games.
Absolutely.
Unless it's the Mingos, where we just go cold in the fourth quarter every time.
As Pseudo Nakai, the fullback, is going to get a huge gain there and step out of bounds.
They're in fantastic position just after a few plays. This is really what they've been lacking, being able to string together plays. Touchdown to Moore!
And all of a sudden, the Hammerheads are coming alive, but they're down by 6 touchdowns. 5 touchdowns?
They don't really want to be
touchdowns.
shut out. We're really getting into the hard-hitting commentary here. Thanks, Run Forest Run.
Good old Tom Hanks.
I'm well known for my hard-hitting commentary.
Blue 26. Blue
Just like Greg Gates is the hardest hitting punter in the league, Phil is the hardest hitting commentator in the league. Sorry, Greg of House Gates. My mistake.
Black 11.
Providence C. Rab is shown having done nothing. And McMorris is going to run with it.
You know, there's nothing really more like being a crab than having done nothing.
Wait, my face gen isn't showing up. I gotta fix that. No.
Oh, yeah.
I'll fix that. That's fine.
Well, it won't be a problem for the rest of the game once on the screen, so.
No, then I gotta put it in the bot anyway. Pseudo Nakai will not be returning to the Hammerheads after this season. That makes sense. As we are 1 second away from the 2-minute warning. And Holland with a huge catch.
Hammerheads really just have found their stride too late in this game. The way they're playing right now shows me what their 40% win probability would have looked like.
Oh, yeah.
It just took them too long
to get firing on the
really
gears.
get going.
Green 29. Green 29. Set.
Oh, it's in the bot? That's good. As Mouse is sacked.
Blue 26. Blue 20.
Oh, open Picard up the side.
And he's going to step out of bounds.
Green 17. Green 17.
And that one's just overthrown.
Kingstyle says, even if we suck, we got a bunch of talent that can break out. You mean break out of your organization?
I want to put it this way. By the way, Mouse has now thrown 2 touchdowns. He's thrown over almost 200 yards, most of which came in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, like, at current pace, the Hammerheads actually, if they had been scoring like this the whole game, would have been winning right now.
Oh, absolutely.
21. Black 21.
So, like, there's clear signs for how they could have won this game. But,
Blue 33.
like,
Blue
they just
33.
put themselves in
Ready.
too much of a hole. And they didn't make good use of their interceptions. Like, you know. The Wallabies did an admirable job of running up the score while their defense was shutting them down. I mean, run Forrest run. The defense from the AI doesn't suddenly get worse when they're playing better offensively.
Blue
So
47. Blue 47.
I think this is like being able to really put up some impressive drives that looked consistent, lots of first downs, lots of good play. Is a sign of things to come, especially considering the Wallabies are such a staunch defense. The assessment that they were running too much too early is, yeah, I can agree with that to some extent, but it wasn't like the passing plays were working out too well either. And next game is in Las Vegas, the Venom versus the Knights.
By the way, the Wallabies have already broken 100 points for the season.
I wonder how that feels. Mingo's game 1 of season 2.
Yeah. Nah, they didn't break 100 in season until the Super Casual Bowl.
In a game?
In season 2? Yeah.
We had like a 99 before that.
You did, also against the Oats.
That's true. We absolutely destroyed them.
All right. Knights are in Las Vegas.
It is clear with low winds. I like the Venom logo.
Should be West Coast.
I think it's got a lot going on, but it's not overstated. Does what it's trying to do. I'm just a little bit burnt out of losing. I'm trying to stay active, but it's hard right now, and I'm trying to keep morale high. I just need help if nobody's stepping up.
I get
Yeah. Yeah. Rebuilds are super hard. Like, I think, like, getting a team to start winning is just so hard. Because you gotta keep people engaged and keep people, like, updating.
And it's tough.
Tater Hater, welcome to the chat. The Cleveland Browns send their regards.
But yeah, King Style, I totally get what you're saying. And let's talk after the stream and let's see what I can come up with.
Blue 47. Blue 47.
As Holloway is going to pass.
Both of these teams looking for their first win.
Black 39. Black 39. Red.
So I think the Knights will win, but I think that they're going to keep it close until later on in the game.
Ready.
As there's a false start here.
Run Forest run with some positivity around rebuilding teams. You know, I think there are lots of reasons to be positive about rebuilding teams, but it depends on how you approach it. Because being a part of a rebuilding team, let me tell you, there are some terrible seasons.
31. Red 31.
As Steelflex is going to make a man miss, Steelflex is going to go all the way. Huge block. Yeah, Anzu took our PBE advertisements off too. Alright, good to know.
I mean, should we advertise the PB?
They're one of our best partners. Absolutely.
That's true.
What is Anzu.io, dare I ask?
Let me look. You know, I'm gonna look that up.
Ready.
Anzu.io.
Greg Gase is going to be sacked. The former Knight is hit by his own teammates, or former teammates. Is he sacked again?
Oh my god.
It's 3rd and
It's a
23.
website. It's a website to help you learn how to advertise in-game.
And a face mask is going to make this 4th and 8, but not enough. And the Knights are getting the ball back.
It's an ad for a website about in-game advertising.
That's amazing. That's Jacksman.
Blue 7. Blue 7.
It's Holloway. Makes a man miss. Has a wide open Cade Fletcher.
Fletcher.
Hollywood is eating the venom alive.
No prediction of mine can stand.
Hike.
As it is now a 14-0 lead by the Knights. Knights said, "You're gonna take all our players. That's fine. We'll keep the wins."
Dogwood Maple took a few attempts to spell Fletch.
Black 5.
You know what? I love it.
It's I understand fully. It can be very hard to spell words when you're excited.
Greg Gase has thrown the ball one time, and it has been an incompletion now. And the linebacker blitz comes, but he's got 2 men deep, and Luke Ario, the former Knight, is going to say, "Bring it on." We've got a game here, folks. Strap in.
Greg, you know what? Greg knows how to deal with pressure. When you're dodging DL coming for your throat, you see the open look, you take that shot.
As the gray and green are going to give that one a kick out of bounds for a touchback.
Oh, God.
No slow, only fast. This is an all-gas, no-brakes game as Chris Lyon is going to drop that. Steel Flex
you
has
know what?
been good.
You know what? This is a all gas, no brakes kind of lead.
That's true. Maybe I should
Yeah.
talk with the Jets coach, because he was all about the all gas, no brakes. See if he wants to join us. Who's the Knights running back now? It's Jefferson Steelflex. As Mitch Gotbitsky will get the sack. It is not Zamir. It's,
Oh, that was a really nice play.
and all of a sudden, at the end of the first, Las Vegas gets the ball back.
You can just see the defense just stuck with all the receivers on that last one. Like, it's... You can't blame a QB. Every single pass option is covered.
Green 33. Green 33.
Maple, if he had thrown it, that's like a 70% chance of a pick.
Set.
Gase back to pass is going to be sacked. The
Ooh.
linebackers are feasting tonight as it's 3rd and 22.
Green 20.
I don't envy the OL. They need to buy as much time as possible for plays to
JQ
develop.
will get it. He had a right play. He didn't make it, so Las Vegas is going to punt with a quick 3 and out.
They should have gone for a coffin corner at midfield.
Green 17. Green 17. Ready.
I was just imagining the punter trying to get it to the edge of the field, but it's only going like 50 yards.
Spotterman's going to get a short gain here, making it 2nd and 3. Yeah, that'd be funny, Phil. And Fletcher
cough.
again.
Yeah, I just think the punter should really try to coffin it, no matter what the depth is.
Holloway back to pass, overthrows it, but that is going to be in Greg of Housegase's range, so he's going to try for a 68-yarder?
Oh, he booms it, and it's good!
66.
They don't call 68-yarders.
No, Danny has said 70 is the limit.
Well, will they call that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Our highest to record is 69.
Blue 33.
Nice.
Ready.
As Dotson is met behind the line by Knights, Ronald the Watkins will get him.
19. Ready.
Gase
The
deep
Knights-
bomb downfield.
The Knights have been applying a lot of pressure on the ground.
Red 23.
Look, if there's any team that knows the secret to beating Greg Gase, it is the team that has had Greg Gase for seasons.
You know what? I don't think Greg Gase knows how to defeat Greg Gase. He just does nothing but compete at the highest level.
Green 29. Green 20.
Pitch to steal flex.
Set.
2-minute warning.
Red 44. Red 44. Go.
And, oh, that was nearly a pick.
Oh, that could have
Marcus
been.
Holloway gets out
Blue
lucky.
26.
That could have been the Venom's chance.
Instead, Steel Flex is going to make him pay for it.
First down.
Red 10. Red 10.
6'2" coming out, and he is sacked. Scoochie Catchman will get that one.
Go.
An interesting name.
Former
Oh,
alien.
deep shot, but it's so covered. But Maple just skies over his man. Tall tree.
I believe the saying is, it's maple season.
Oh, it is.
Cross
It's
Sucks
always-
will get that sack.
It's always Maple season, baby.
And there's that pick they've been looking for. LeBradford Kuandijo will get that one.
All right, advanced safety tactics.
Deep bomb downfield.
Oh, he's
Luke
open!
Ario.
Ario, he's gone! He's gone! Oh my
98-yarder.
goodness.
Both teams need to speed up. Tater, was that fast enough for you?
Ario, no. Ario, yes!
Green 46. Green 46. Go.
All right, so 53 seconds. Knights are looking to strike back. Deep bomb downfield.
Shot.
Ooh.
Good cover.
Green
Split
29.
second difference between a safety and a 98-yard touchdown.
Yo, that's really true.
Ah, no. Absolute faith he would have broken that tackle.
Blue 4. Blue 4.
All right, Dogwood, let me ask you that question of if it wasn't your team, would you have loved to see it?
Steel flex up the side. Oh, but the block isn't there. He's forced out of bounds. 34 seconds on the clock.
Tonight.
And, ooh, dangerous.
Blue 19.
Chris Lyon has been
Blue
targeted
19.
thrice and hasn't been able to come down with the ball once. Steel Flex says, you know what, let's just go for the,
Red
let's
10.
get in range
Red
for
10.
the, for Greg of House Gase. And they're gonna bring him out.
I think they just clotheslined him.
They did.
Go.
Kaboom! Up
Greg's
in
kick is good.
60 yards. Greg of House Gates combined 126 yards in field goal distance. That could be an interesting stat to track.
Total yards.
Total yards on field goals.
Yeah.
Ready.
Run Forrest Run says, as someone with no horse in this race, it was cool to see. You know what? You've always got a horse in a race. It's always rooting for expansion teams.
And so Las Vegas, down by 6, is going to get the ball to start the half. Knights need to shape up, but I'd like to remind everyone that the Hollywood Knights are a second half team.
Green 3.
You know what?
3. Tonight.
Okay, Pryor, you can track it.
As Cosmos Strand Fury.
Oh my goodness. Well, one, the Venom pulling themselves right back in this. Clearly the Knights' second half energy only applies to their offense.
By the way, I'd like to point out the moment I said that, the Venom scored. And the Knights, before I said it, the Knights had the lead. After I said it, the Knights no longer had the lead.
I want to time out other mods.
Blue 4.
You can't, Phil.
Tonight.
If you need me to tell, if you want Pirate Captain Dom to ease up, you totally can.
I mean, he said one thing and it was, I suck. It's fine.
Tonight.
And this is starting to get bad for him as Michael Dreyfus will get the pick. as Chico Cortez will get the first.
The Venom nabbed too many Knights.
Yeah, a lot of the Knights went to the Venom in this off-season. Hello, Mr. William Thompson. You know, it's just another day in Sinland. How's it going for you?
Blue 4, go.
As Greg Gase has time deep downfield, no one there. Cosmos Strand Fury.
The Venom take the lead for the first time in the game.
Well, they had it on the last play too.
For the first time in the game.
But the last touchdown gave them the lead. They have an 8-point lead now.
I think you mean that the last extra point gave them the lead.
Yes, true. But did you really expect Meatwad to miss it?
No comment. Is there an air show in Vegas right now? You're damn right there is.
Dust, how was the first game? The Hammerheads didn't really start doing anything until the fourth quarter, and at that point the Wallabies had a 42-0 lead.
Van Epp, KD.
Evan KPD.
Evan KPD. Okay.
The GM of the Knights.
Yeah. Still believes in the team. I think the Knights are gonna score at least two more times here. There's room. There's room.
We just
42-0 sounds riveting. It was.
It was not.
I mean, it wasn't 42-0 in an interesting way. It was 42-0 in a, oh, the Wallabies defense got another stop. Which I appreciate on a intellectual basis.
As the Hammerheads, not the Hammerheads, the Knights will get the stop they need.
We just need to kick an 8-point field goal.
By the way,
exactly.
And deep bomb downfield, Dogwood Maple.
Do they go for the 2-point conversion?
They should. Will the AI? Yes.
Yeah.
This is the right call. And overthrown.
Oh no, it wasn't quite overthrown. It was perfect in the corner.
It was. It was just covered well. It was the right play. But it was the right call, so that'll put them at a 2-point disadvantage.
26-28. What a cursed score.
Hollywood does know how to bring the drama. Wouldn't be Hollywood otherwise. They're hoping to see they can get it down on Main Street.
Greg Gase padding his completion percentage stat.
And speaking of Greg Gase to Greg Gase, but it's a different Greg Gase than the one he wanted, as it's going to be a pick. That's some Gase on Gase violence.
Can we review that no call? That looks like interference to me.
All right, let's get some fours in chat. By the way, I'd like to remind everyone.
No.
Phil, we should probably start doing polls after this game.
You're right, we should.
Especially because now we have 2 other things that you can get from
What are those things?
So you can get and it's a pick by Dreyfus. You can get TOK telling you league lore, which does have a timeout on it, so you can't just spam it a million times, because I do want to commentate on the game.
A custom face gen is only 2,000.
I'm gonna spike it up. The price seemed high, but I was thinking about sort of like how often. So they say about the average points. Cosmos Strand Fury with the touchdown, 3rd one of the night.
Oh my goodness. The Venom are just.
They're showing up.
They're getting these deep bombs when it counts.
But yeah, so it said it takes about 20 hours of watching in order to hit that 2,000. That was kind of my mindset.
Well, does that account for you press the...
They say the average viewer gets about 162 an hour.
Okay.
As Strand Fury will get another touchdown. This is starting to turn ugly for the Knights.
They've still got some time to turn this around. My concern is that if we make it too easy to get a custom face gen off of watching the stream, then it'll disincentivize donations.
Do you want me to change it right now? We can make it 20.
It's only 2 right now. That seems great.
Yeah, let's do 20.
Only intervals of 20.
20,000.
Yeah. $20. Perfect.
As Dogwood Maple again has been playing. Absolutely, they're scoring like a slot machine in Vegas. Kinda. Holloway, short pass to Steelflex. Steelflex is met by Green.
Green one. Hike.
There's an offsides here. Hollywood's got the time, and it's going to be just incomplete. They're going to accept it, though, and it's going to be 2nd and inches, basically on the goal line.
You know what? This is where you hand it to an offensive lineman and have him just go.
You just quarterback sneak it and just dive. As Botterman's going to get nowhere, and they're going to call a timeout. It's 4th and goal.
You know what?
This is the right play.
There's nowhere as dangerous to play offense as the Reds.
Why not
my
run?
God.
Because the AI is a little bit wonky on that. As Dotson nearly just threads the needle and goes to the house.
Black 11. Ready?
Oh, they're burning clock! They're burning clock, you lamers.
Toasty has a question. All right, Toasty, what is your question? This does not spark joy. I don't blame the Knights fans.
I mean, I really enjoyed this game, though my prediction was wrong again.
Does the OL captain need to play OL? Yes, they do.
Here's my question. Why would you choose not to have the OL captain play on the OL?
PCAST, the Venom are not a rebrand. They are a new expansion team.
Because your OL captain is, by the way the rules are written, going to be your best offensive lineman.
Until you hit regression. And then your OL captain becomes your worst OL.
Does regression not affect their bots?
It does, but it also affects it at 2x rate, and I'm not doing new math.
Red 44.
So,
I don't understand what you mean by that.
why I'm not doing additional math?
No, I don't understand. Like, what does that mean practically?
So, if let's say it takes, you have to remove 40 TPE for regression.
Yes.
You remove 40 from you and 40 from your bots in a single stat. That
Oh.
bot, you're now getting it.
Oh my god, that's... Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a great...
You know, you
System.
say that, but regression hits OL really hard and really fast. Because they need so much TPE, it's a larger amount that they're losing.
OL is underappreciated, and the Venom actually won that game. They scored in every quarter. Nothing but touchdowns.
By the way, both teams have won with 42 points.
That does not bode well.
What's our third team?
The third game is Roswell, so the aliens hosting the victorious Lions. What's the poll we want to do? Do you want to do an interception? Over under?
Ooh, I like that. Set it for...
Over interceptions. Over under 600 seems like a bad idea. Do you want to do 1.5 or 2.5?
1.5.
All right. Predictions are open. Everyone, please get your predictions in. Over, under, interceptions.
All right, and the points have been modified for 20,000 for your custom face gen.
Maybe 10,000.
Nope, too late. It's in the books. I've already closed it.
All right.
Lions are at the aliens?
The Lions are at the aliens. The aliens are hosting it.
All right.
Green Army KDC says over easy. I'm getting 2. That's the kind of confidence we need. Max, you're here. How you doing, bud?
What's our weather, Phil?
Oh, weather? I did not check that. Let me go back. The weather for this game is clear with no winds.
We're in Roswell. By the way, Roswell has a new field.
They do?
They do.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm looking
No
forward
one's
to
seen
this.
it really.
Y'all, I have an important question. The Kool-Aid Man, is he the liquid or the pitcher? I think he... Well, you know what, Max? Let me answer your question with another question. You, the human man you are you the meat inside the skin or the skin?
Or both. Or both.
I think that's the answer I'm getting at. I think that the Kool-Aid Man is both. He is both his internal goo and his shell.
By the way,
I mean, technically we're just the brain part. Here's the fun thing, Run Forest Run. We're technically all of us.
all
Did you
right.
just gender assume me, Max? I didn't assume. I know we've spoken so many times.
By the way, do you want to know something fun about this match? Do you know which teams have the 2 most merch sold?
Is it the Aliens and the Lions?
It's actually not the Lions for the second one.
Is it the Aliens and the Flamingos?
No, actually, no Flamingos merch has been bought yet.
Yeah, I need to still purchase one.
It is actually the Frost Giants, as Espelone.
The Frost Giants?
Yeah.
Well, how much merch has been purchased in general?
Actually, quite a bit.
That's really good. On the road to getting myself a Rush hat, so I can rep HO's favorite team.
I've been thinking about, once we sell enough, we can get hats. Everyone buy a sticker so we can sell it.
Holding on body must late in that play. They're going right for the field goal.
When do we get hats? When we hit the next tier of selling enough merch. So if you're thinking of buying a sticker, buy a sticker.
Pow, you're here. Fantastic.
And Roswell takes a 3-0 lead.
My Aliens hoodie said it was coming today, but it did not. You're just gonna, you know what? You're just gonna have to tell us that you got your Aliens hoodie at the next stream.
I mean, Toasty, we need a lot of stickers. As I grab balls with a huge pick. Who makes the merch?
You know what?
Teespring.
Teespring. That sounds like what the British were looking for their whole lives.
As Lamar Jackson. No, that's not right. This Grimes.
Espelon, no yards, 1 yards.
How many stickers? I think like a lot. We need like 60 stickers, which is absurd. But if every single person in this league buys their sticker to rep their team, we will hit the hats.
I don't know. I think that if you asked a kindergartner how many stickers, 60 would not seem absurd to them.
Time to buy 20 stickers.
That's a second field goal. I'm digging this purple field. I wish that there was some more pop to it, but
we took it to a vote, so it was either going to be similar to how the Lions were set up with alternating purple and green, or straight purple, and they said they wanted the straight purple.
I mean, I wish like the sidelines were a different color.
Okay, tell me a story about the dead alien bodies under the alien stadium.
Okay. What, are we doing the championship week again?
No, I've got a redeemed lore question. So I've got it. We have the lore, so now I've got to talk about it. Jimmy Hoffa was a great. Jimmy Hoffa was buried underneath the stadium. Yes. No.
Because he was a union rep, not because he was an alien. It's happenstance.
What really happened was, and this is actually kind of funny. So when we switched from 20 to 21, you can actually, we no longer got the 3D model. So you can only see the aliens, fans that are actually aliens when they play in the Arizona 2D stadium.
Okay.
So that's actually the lore.
Green 3. Green 3.
Hi, Chess. Zenlos, your kicker has the record for the longest field goal in league history, as Oxlong is sacked 3rd and 20. Vancouver is not able to do anything. I realize we've been just talking, and I've been, like, not paying attention as much as I should, as Blaze Boss is going to get 10, but it's going to be not enough.
I mean, nothing. Like there's just been some defensive plays going on. Table Croissant saying,
Our defense is too good. The Aliens' defense is quite potent.
I'm sorry, I stopped because I stopped because I realized I don't know how I should read that. Is that Table Croissant?
Table Croissants.
Black 8, set.
Max created the Aliens. That's true. He did come up with the Aliens branding. Fun fact, Max Crazy. This is a lore question we'll actually be able to answer, which is kind of cool. Max Crazy has actually had the most branding created of any single person in this league.
Yeah. I have the least branding created.
That's true.
Green 1.
A negative drain on the branding brain space. Oh, that's a deep open shot. He had time. Is this a holding or is it an
Offsides?
Oh, it's an offsides. The Lions put up a touchdown.
And all of a sudden, Vancouver takes the lead. Twisters and Aliens. That's it. But that's 2. Everyone else has only created 1, if that.
I mean, let's be fair. I think Zelly would have created the branding for like 5 teams had we let him.
Technically, Ben has had 2, 1 in the Dev League, which is the Narwhals. And by the way, this is active teams, so not defunct. As Grimes, back to pass.
Well, I think we should count defunct teams.
If we count defunct, it's still then Max is tied with Ben.
Okay.
And Alaska.
Green 33. Ready to hike.
Grimes.
Grimes back to
all the
pass,
time in the
deep
world,
bomb, and he
open
makes it
man.
as Radiance Ham with a huge 40-yard catch, putting them back into Chuck Finn's range.
Pass to Warzog. Got some.
Got
good
really
5-yard
excited and nearly knocked my entire computer over.
You shouldn't do. It wasn't even a touchdown.
I know, but it was just a great catch from Ham.
Warzog first down. They are in great position here.
And Ham again.
They're hitting Warzog and Ham back to back to back to back. It's almost like
I mean, between the hog, the salami, and the ham, they've got their meat department ready to go.
Yeah, my goodness. We're practically a deli around here. Oh, they pull my favorite kind of pass.
The screen to the fullback.
Screen pass.
Jack Grimes just throws it away.
There's a bullet. My goodness. Well, they're going to kick a 3rd field goal.
Hey, Chuck Finn's going to give him the lead if he makes it, and he does.
Fans got a nice souvenir. I mean, you know what? The Aliens are doing great.
Aliens are doing great.
9 points, 3 field goals. That's the way to win, man.
And they're winning in their textbook, Chuck Finning a team to death, as they say.
Martinelli, loss of yards. Not much time for the side switch.
As Blaze Boss with a huge game.
Steps out of bounds, too. Very nice play.
As Shiloh is going to get the comeback route, step out of bounds, make this 2nd and 7, a little bit out of range for Ito. They've got maybe one more play, and the blitz is coming. Oxlong has the screen and just overthrows it.
They get another try.
I don't think we're going to see the winning team score 42 this game. As Oxlong decides to run, he makes 2 people miss, but can't get the first.
A more impressive run than the result shows.
That's true.
Death by 1,000 cuts. The real question, Dead Rabbit, is why did you let yourself get cut 1,000 times?
That's true.
Black 41. Black 41. Sit up.
Martinelli is tackled for a loss.
Blue 33. Blue 33. Hike.
And Martinelli this time up the middle is going to get a handful of yards.
Oh, kink shame.
Blue 33.
That's fair. as Grayson is going to be tackled for a loss as well. And Vancouver is stifled again.
You know, there hasn't been an interception yet, has there?
No. How are the bets looking, by the way? What did most people bet?
92-8. Over 1.5.
There was one, yes, we are told. iGrab has, that's true, iGrab got a pick, so we're one away.
Okay.
At this pace, they're going to be good. Grimes finds Dior. Dior with a huge step and catch. That was wild.
Absolutely powerful ACLs to be able to make that kind of quick turn.
And he does it again.
All right, red zone offense. We all know how we feel about that.
As it's overthrown by Grimes. But there's a pass interference making this 1st and 8.
Blue 7. Blue 7.
Woo!
Hold the at to 212.
It would have been a touchdown if they just actually handed it off, but Espelon falls forward.
Not enough.
Quite. Just give it to him. And,
they couldn't get into him fast.
All right, it's field goal time.
As Johnson Lovehammer, face gen and all, gets it, and the field goal is good. That is an amazing face gen, by the way, I will say.
It is. It's pristine quality.
Black 11. Black 11. Go.
Lovehammer was clutch there, absolutely.
Green 46. Green 46.
Did you satisfactorily answer the why there's an alien body under the stadium?
Yeah, Jimmy Hoffa.
All right,
guys, 4s in chat. If they're down by 5, they're going for it. You know what? It's gutsy. I don't think it's going to work, but I like it.
Oh, that could have been pick number 2. Pitch to Espelon.
Black 21. Black 21. Sit up. Ready.
And Espelon again is met. Chuck Finn is going to take it, making this an 8-point game. It is still anyone's game as the Lions will get the ball back.
40-yard field goal. The aliens, really, you know what? They're winning the over. 5 field goals. No touchdowns. This is football.
Phil, I don't know how you as Flamingo's owner should feel about rooting for the aliens, one of your sworn rivals.
You know what? If they do really well, I get revenue sharing.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Deep bomb downfield. This is coming back on a flag as a late hold is coming up.
Oh, that would have been such a highlight play for Lamar.
And it's now 2nd and 11. They will be going for it on 4th. As a deep bomb downfield.
Oh, he's oh. Could not put the ball on the right side of him.
Oxlong made the right play there. As Shiloh's going to be short as we hit the 2-minute warning. 4th and inches. You got to go for it here. As it's a flag, it's a false start, making this 4th and 5.
Oh, no!
Blue 33. Blue 33.
The flex play. Let's see if it happens. Oxlong's in trouble. Deep bomb downfield. Shiloh has it!
Oh, my God!
Set. Go.
As Boss is going to make a man miss and run out of bounds.
Yeah, that doesn't count as making a man miss. He got pushed out.
That's true. As Boss again. Vancouver's going to burn their first time out. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, come on.
And just
That's
overthrown.
just an absolute waste of a play.
33. Green 33. Ready.
I'm so excited for 21 when it fixes that. His boss has met. His leg bends in ways a body shouldn't. Thank God injuries are off.
Ready, go!
It's fine. We picked him up. Put a band-aid on him.
And it's 4th and 13. Do or die. David Vent gets the sack. Blitz is coming. Oxlong avoids it, but throws it away.
He throws it away!
Aliens are going to win in a very close game. And they're just going to be content to burn the clock as Vancouver does not have any timeouts left.
Well, you know, this game really wasn't that close, because Roswell scored 5 times, and the Lions scored once.
I mean...
Could you dispute my logic?
And there's a offsides here. They're gonna accept it. And that'll definitely be the nail in the coffin.
Black 5.
So
Congratulations to the Aliens at winning a real nail biter. Only 1 interception that whole game.
That
well,
is
actually they're gonna call for 1 play here, so
it's gonna be a that'll do it.
Oh, he took the open play. That's boring.
And
all right, choose outcome under 1.5. I'm going to wait for. Oh, you didn't check stats. All right,
it is
chat.
1.
Okay, 1 under 1.5. Complete prediction. The 92% vote lost.
Someone's getting paid. They're getting their face gen soon.
Was beautiful. Next game is going to be Nightmares in Denver.
This could be ugly.
Rainy, low winds. So you once asked me why I thought the Nightmares logo looked like Godzilla.
Yes.
Do you not see how the flames on the back kind of look like Godzilla's spikes and how the face can kind of be like
I see the spikes. I don't see the rest of it.
I don't know. Like, if you're squinting, if you don't see those eyes, it kind of look, you know, I think people can see. You know what? Dead Rabbit says they can see it too.
All right. Well, we can always play with it.
So what should we predict? Over under total yards. Over under total yards. Do we want to do 800?
800 seems good. What's the weather for this game?
It is. I know it's rainy. I think it's low winds. Let me see. Rainy, low winds. Yeah. All right. The predictions are up. Over under on total yards. Please get your bets in. Chess bets on the under. Under as well by a little bit, though. Well, you know what? 600 was so
too easy
to predict. I think we're going to. I think y'all are going to be surprised by how many total yards get covered in this game. TP, hey.
I love Mr. Troy pressing.
Always good to see another mod in the chat. Not that we do any moderation, as it turns out.
Rouge is gonna get nowhere.
Nowhere fast.
You know, Barcelona fans are mourning the loss of a very important player to them.
21. Black 21.
There's rumor that the Nightmares may sign Lionel Messi. Keep him in the city.
He might be one of our best receivers if we get him.
And Toasty points out that we've had Toasty here the entire night. This Monster of the Woods is going to get a huge start.
Green 3.
Topher with the bold prediction that Runman alone will break the total yards over under.
If he does that, I will just induct him into the Hall of Fame right then and there.
Yeah. Innovated the game by somehow learning how to phase through other players.
As Adonis King will get a touchdown. I'm going to grab my water. I will be right back.
Yep, see you. Toasty, you might be in the chat, but you're just always in the chat, man. Why are you always in the chat, but not always in the booth? We love to have you. Topher over pressing.
Red 44.
Just all, you know what? That's always been true. Unbiased. Oh, at work? Are you saying that this stream is not safe for work? I take offense to that.
Why is it?
Black 8. Set.
I asked Toasty why he's not in the chat, in the booth.
Yeah, it's easier to switch from tab than it is to switch from voice chat.
Yep.
It's more conspicuous.
Well, if you go into mod view, Twitch doesn't look that bad.
21. Black 21.
By the way, because Denver exists in, I think I got some of the files wrong for Denver, so I apologize in advance if I did. But the font I actually don't think was originally yellow, but I think it works better with the yellow. Someone will tell me I'm wrong. As that's going to be another punt. I almost need to pass more.
What a powerful kick!
Oh, that one actually is, as the defensive team is going to recover it.
Green 29.
No, they didn't.
Well, not recover, but you know what I mean.
They touched the ball.
That's, yeah.
Blue 47. Blue 47.
I have it on my phone and a wireless earbud. Yeah, that works too. As a deep bomb downfield is going to be dropped. Dayton
Just
Match.
a little too far ahead of the target.
By the way, 25% of Dayton Match throws and 50% of all completions have been touchdowns. And
Okay,
both of them have been to Adonis King.
You know, there's just no one on the field who can guard him in space.
As Willie Miller is going to be met at the 7. 9.
I really like the jerseys for the Nightmares.
Oh, Nightmares jerseys are some of my favorites.
Green 46. Green 46.
Toasty, you're going to have to be a little more specific as to which spreadsheet you're talking about. There's a lot of spreadsheets for this league. But probably not.
39. Black 39. Red.
Just email it to the SCFSL Gmail account and we'll be good.
Green 3. Green 3.
Major Leagues database.
No, just email it to the SCFSL Gmail. I don't want you to reinstall Discord for that.
Ready.
He doesn't have Discord?
He took it off for a little bit. As that's going to be a pick by Monster of the Woods.
Blue 47. Blue 47.
Unfortunate, it couldn't have been a deeper shot for a bit.
Yeah. Runman is going to get...
Now he got 2 yards.
Yeah, that's, he's only got 798 to go on his, claim. As he gets
He's
12.
Well, he's working on it.
Now he's got 787. Hey! He's got the last... He's got 27? He's got a little bit of work to do.
Never underestimate Runman. He just gets results, man. Are we gonna have a second person in the booth? I swear to God.
Am I not a person to you?
Are we gonna get a second non-streamer in the booth? I swear
Maybe.
to God. When are we gonna get a second streamer at all?
We're working on it.
Blue 4. Hike.
Is this like a Nebula's working on it or like a Sirius working on it?
It's a little bit of both. So let me grab the lights because it's dark out, and I'll explain sort of my long-term and short-term plan.
That was a really good idea to pass.
Black 39. Black 39. Go.
When you're assessing a young team, You're really looking for the ideas that show an understanding of the game that they can. Chess, you can hop in. We always love to have you, Chess.
As Monster of the Woods, ooh, nearly a punt return.
Chess has offered to hop in. Does he
Yeah,
commentate
definitely
a
would
little?
love to chess. I always will take more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Toasty is planning by end of August, early September. In addition, one of the things that I've been trying to take advantage of with our merch store,
Oh,
Wheel
fuck.
Turner Touchdown, is the revenue that we generate from it is actually going back into the league. And that means making sure that our simmers have access to the engine and all of that sort of stuff. Also, if people want to like touch up their logos, make them a little more interesting or change them a bit, we can then use that revenue to get professionals as well. So one of the big benefits to having the store is actually it does, as opposed to being nebulous, it has a plan in its place for how to get additional simmers as well.
Yeah.
Blue 26.
Yeah, this is definitely not a great game for them as McWigan avoids the safety and instead decides to pick to Derek Wildstar.
Are we gonna see the first? You know what? Actually, this isn't even on pace for 100 points. This isn't even gonna be the worst blowout in league history, which is good for the Nightmares.
Toasty, with the shoestring budget we have, we cannot build you a computer. That one you're on your own for. We might see 42 points at the end of the half.
That'd be fun.
I don't know if fun is the right word.
I'd use fun as the word.
Oof.
Glad we didn't do the interception over under here.
Oof. Hey Phil, we hit 42.
That's amazing. Well, right now it's 41, and we have a king in the chat.
Oh,
I thought it was Adonis King for a second.
No, it's Chess
GM.
of King's GM.
Ah.
Some fellow kings in the booth with me here today. Just in the so you gentlemen are kings.
Aw.
Yeah, thank you. We've been christened.
As McWigan finds Rouge.
I think Barcelona could come back at any moment here.
Yeah. This was like the one game I'm like, this is going to be a absolute massacre, but I didn't expect this.
You didn't expect this? Or you...
I expected a massacre, I just didn't expect it to be this much of a massacre.
Okay. Okay.
Me either. Me either, but I know that our GM is
Miller!
HO. Let's go, Barcelona!
Yo, we needed that. That's helping towards total yards.
Oh, wait, that's right. I'm rooting against the under.
Yes.
You took the under, you coward.
I thought, yeah. I mean, I'd be curious to see what total yards this other half said.
Oof.
It
And
was
Rock
a surprisingly
saves it.
balanced bet today for this. I think that's the key. Like a lot of our bets just haven't been. They're gonna put points on the board. Come on.
Phil,
No!
say the thing.
No! No! No!
Black 5.
They need a real kicker.
They do.
They'll get one next season. As Wheel Turner to the house to end the half.
Oh my god.
Like that, we might be looking at a 100-point ball game.
I had so much belief in them. They did try.
By the way, just so we can look at how our teams are doing. In terms of total yards, we are about a little over 400. So if you bet on the over, you're in a good spot. If you bet on the under.
Oh, goodness. You know what? There have been some really good. Rodman breaks the tackle, making progress towards his own personal over/under of 800.
Got 68 yards on that one.
If he gets 400, I'd consider that mission accomplished.
Oh, absolutely.
What's the last time a team hit 100? Like season 3, 4?
3.
The Flamingos did it once, right?
Flamingos
Yeah.
did it in a super casual bowl.
Yeah, the Flamingos, we scored a lot of points that year. Is that the highest scoring season on record for a team?
I don't think so.
Gotta be.
I think it might have
I would
been...
imagine the perfect season would have been a better run differential or point differential.
Yeah, the Wallabies season 4 was... might have actually been... the best defense was, funnily enough, the Wallabies season 6.
Yeah, but I believe that the Wallabies defense in season 4 would have been better enough than the Mingos that I think their point differential would have been better. But I believe, without checking the stats, that season 2 Mingos have the most total points scored.
I might, honestly. These drops are killing the Nightmares.
Killed the Knights too.
Yeah, that's
They
nearly
almost-
a punt block.
Oh my god. Alright, just hand it to Runman. He'll do something.
Nope, instead Dayton Max says, let me yeet this. Carmichael Runt can't get his hands on it, though.
Runman breaks a tackle. Good chunk of yards.
He's got 108 total yards. Only 692 to go.
Blue 33. Blue 33.
Well, if we extended the game by 12 more quarters, he might do it.
Red 16. Red 16.
Alright, Denver. Time to give up 56 points. Get to overtime.
So Will Turner
I
is...
think that could happen. We could see a meltdown at any moment here from the Dragons.
I just don't buy it.
Unless they get the ball to Grant. Oh, instead goes the King.
Another. Absolute monarchy.
He's not getting the ball to Grant tonight. That's okay, though. It's
You know,
okay.
the funny thing about the Dragons is, based on their second quarter pace, they are, like, getting ready for a 100-point game.
Kyle makes the point that we'll enter the burn clock in the fourth. Ooh, and the famous screen pass goes absolutely nowhere.
Monster of the Woods with her first tackle of the night.
Imagine if we could just get the AI to not burn clock if it was up by at least 30 points.
Yeah, we want the record.
And McWigan is going to be safetied,
That's unfortunate.
which now
Towards
means
the 100.
likelihood of getting 69 points on Pow's plan is now up in shambles.
We'll just get
Or
2 more
safeties.
safeties.
Throw the ball away, Max.
And
Oh, God.
really dead. As Will Turner is going to break 70.
Oh my god. They're doing it.
I got to say, Barcelona's branding is really nice.
I love Barcelona's branding.
So
It's really
they can
good
have
brand.
that.
It like their jerseys are good. Their logo is appealing. It is thematic that they are on fire.
Oh, you guys see that?
I did.
Glitch.
Good old spaghetti block.
It's good old-fashioned ragdoll physics.
Blue 33. Blue 33. Ready.
He's okay.
Yeah, this is why injuries are off. As they just
There
need
we go.
speed.
First down. Denver's offense is ridiculous right now.
Yup.
I mean, we're seeing a high-powered offense go up against the weaker of the two expansion teams.
Okay, I'm gonna say something right here, right now. This is not Barcelona's season, and I don't think anyone should expect it to be.
I mean, I'm not expecting it to be. There's a trend in a lot of sim leagues I've seen where one expansion team will build very strong early and one expansion team will prep for their build going forward.
But I want to just say the disparity between this expansion team and probably the rest of its peers is actually the rest of the other expansion teams that have done worse. I'd actually say in terms of where they're starting from, they
Oh,
have
Oh!
Miller with
that
a
was
huge
really
catch. They have a total of one player who isn't part of the Season 10 draft class. One.
Oh,
That has been
my
the
goodness.
lowest non-rookie part of a class that I think I've ever seen.
Well, unfortunately for the Nightmares, they can't bet on field goals to bail them out for their scoreless game right now.
Though I think if you were ever to talk about trajectory, I think Stax is right. Denver was like Barcelona when he first got to Dragons. Denver was definitely still a young team that needed to sort of build through the draft, and that's kind of what Barcelona's been doing, but it's just TPE and rookies just,
Yeah.
they're going to do this.
Absolutely, it takes time to turn players and make them competitive.
Toasty,
And when
Season 1 doesn't count. We both know this.
Season 1 counts.
Phil, you now on record as saying Season 1 counts. Someone clip that so the next time he tells me there was no Super Casual Bowl, I can point out it counts.
Season 1 didn't have a postseason. Runman just goes.
Van got the sack record as Runman's gone.
That's man.
By the way, the sack record, just so we're all clear, is the total sacks of any player in their entire career. Which I want to point out is both a testament to how good Laszlo 42 has been, but also really how dominant of a player Hall of Famer Willie B. Hardigan was. Laszlo 42 started at the same time as Hardigan, I believe, maybe a season earlier, and just got it past him. Both of them have played phenomenally well. Both of them are Hall of Famers. But it's just really cool to see both that.
There are 4 players over 100 sacks. You know what? Season 3 was a wild time.
So I will be making a tweet later tonight congratulating Bam for his...
Man.
For holding the sack record.
Better at this than you are at Rocket League, my friend.
I can't imagine that's too hard.
Oh, I mean, I'm awful at Rocket League.
You know, I'm pretty good at sitting in the goal.
Runman ends the night with 200 all-purpose yards.
That's pretty good.
This is probably the highest score I've ever seen in Axis so far. Furtive Colt, if you want to see the highest, go back to our YouTube. You will find Super Casual Bowl 2, where the Flamingos dunked 113 points against the Coyotes.
My golden era.
88-0. Yeah, that was a wild west at times when no one invested in defense.
Yeah, 113 question mark exclamation point. Let's just say that the league was in its infancy, and I made a bet that panned out really well.
Pal, we will absolutely check the yards. Don't worry. I haven't forgotten. Interceptions are easier to track.
Game stats.
837.
Oh, it's the over, baby.
The over gets it.
Dang it. What if there's negative play?
All right, next game is going to be Flamingos. Twisters.
Oof.
It does not say who is hosting. Clear. High wins. All right, over under. Safeties.
Whoa. be 1, right? Or half 0.5.
Fort
I
Lauderdale's
gotta
in
log into Twitch
Lidditz.
on my phone.
How do I
To bet on
spell
this.
this? Safe. Yeah, that'll be fun. Well, I'm not gonna set it to 800.5. Let me tell you.
I would take the under on that.
I take over because then it would be I'll have something to really go crazy rooting for.
All right, so under 0.5, over 0.5 on safeties. Get
You
your
got it.
predictions in.
To pull up on my.
I didn't say where they were.
Over.
This is not going to be a good game, in my opinion. Obviously not. The Mingos are gonna score 50.
All right, let's see.
Sack the Rex. Put it taking the over. You have no faith in the Mingos OL, do you, my friend?
I'm putting it at over.
Flamingos at Twisters.
Okay, at Twisters.
Yep.
That'll be fun. It is clear with high winds. No, I think we should play the Narwhals.
Yeah, you might have a chance then. I'm sorry, that was cold.
I don't know, we've got a better special team unit than they do.
All right,
How do you
let's
say-
Dun, dun, dun. This is gonna be a good game. Who you guys got?
You know what? I think the Mingos are gonna show out. I
Shock
think
the
this
world.
is our moment.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's time.
You bet on the safeties.
Well, I'm not allowed to bet on that. I have to pay it out later.
That's true. That would be terrible conflict of interest. What would you have bet?
I'd actually have bet under. I don't think that the Mingos are going to be able to pressure. I don't think the Mingos are going to be able to pressure the Twisters in the end near the end zone enough, and I don't believe that anyone could score even a single sack against block your line.
we should have just done sacks.
Sacks
Sacks
is a much
against
harder-
block your line.
Sacks against
All it takes is one freaky play.
block your line's too good to allow freaky plays.
Yes, we'll
Did
see.
Did y'all
I'm
see?
hearing it.
Okay, no, that was just a screen share thing. It looked like the entire Twisters team teleported past the Mingos.
No, it was just screen share.
Green 17. Green 17.
This is such a good field.
I love this field.
Botterman breaks tackles for forward
23.
yards.
Red 23.
Back of the year.
Hello, Odeon.
Odion's here.
Spencer Wilford's going to get a short gain. It's 34.
Red 9.
Play for the Mingos here. Get it going. Got him up the sideline.
Brewers.
Oh, absolutely stacks. But I think it's really cool because this field plays just how the engine runs.
Oof.
Black 8.
Although I need to fix it because it still has the old SCFSL logos.
Oh, that was a nasty drop.
Blue 4.
Yep.
Go.
Play action. Jordals with the catch and gets to the 20.
The screen share has gotten a little
Red
unstable.
16.
You're a little unstable.
That last one was a little choppy.
That's just,
Oh my web!
Green 1. Green
In a crowd!
Go.
look, as long as the stream doesn't get a little choppy, I'm okay. As Wilford will get a touchdown.
I told you, we're
Mingos.
dropping. I told you, we're dropping 55.
All of a sudden, the Twisters have to answer back here. A
Well,
long
you know
drive.
We're not the no-fly zone anymore. So
I was gonna say, against the bomb squad that is the Twisters, it's kind of dangerous. As Ping Xiao Po is going to go in the middle and get to the 50.
Green 20.
yeah, look. On offense, we're the Flamingos. On defense, we're the Spoonbills.
Hey, I like me a good roseate spoonbill.
Blue 26.
So do I, but I don't expect it to stop me from running to an end zone.
That's fair. Did you see that?
Ooh.
Oh, that was, you know what? Good tracking of the ball.
It wasn't even good tracking of the ball. Number 63, I think, actually lost his footing. Dixie Kong.
Oh, Dixie Kong to the house.
Who I realize...
Developing players.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. All right. Kicks up.
And it's good.
And it's good. Now
The Mingo's defense is a work in progress. We've got some notable holes in it right now.
This is going to be a fun game. I can feel it.
I can feel it.
As the screen
Oh,
pass
Strobel
to
with that quick
Brewers
hop.
blown up by Wreck-It Ralph.
You know what? I'll be honest. I don't think that was so much blown up as the plan itself was suicidal.
That was about the closest we were going to get to a safety for a while, probably.
As Jordals makes a man miss, Old Man Jordals will get the first.
Old Man Jordan.
He's
He's a Hall of Famer.
He's like Gronk. He's like Gronk. We keep putting him out of retirement.
Yeah, I would be very surprised if Jordals, the second best tight end in the league right now, and I want to make that very clear, like, that is not a knock on Adonis King. Like, Adonis King will probably surpass him, but where he stands right now, Jordals is probably, in terms of stats, the second best in the league. And I think within that context, no, I do think Jordals absolutely is a Hall of Famer. If he doesn't get in, I think only Ryan Yosef will get in and no other tight end, which would be a travesty.
I think that Jordals is the best tight end of all time.
No.
I think that his stats were suppressed by the best seasons of the Mingos being years in which we had other absolutely elite receiving talent.
Stacks, I would be disappointed if you weren't going for all of them. I think the challenge is just kind of what you have to compete against. That's not a knock on you. I think at the rate you're going, you absolutely are a Hall of Famer. I want to be very clear on that. Like, there is no doubt in my mind that you could probably retire at the end of the season and make the Hall of Fame. But I don't think... Yeah. You're just talking trash. Gotcha. I just wanted to make it clear, like...
Mingo's gotta stop somehow.
They did, and are gonna make the Twisters pay for it with a first down by Webb, putting them in Pablo's range.
All right, call it now. Call it now. Just call the field goal.
No confidence as we hit the 2-minute warning. They give it to Brewer again.
As the one who writes the checks for this team, I know what I'm paying for.
As Jordal's gonna get the...
All right, there we go.
I love check down.
Speaking of writing the checks, there's a check down.
51-yard field goal.
Dayton keeps slinging like today, yeah. I'll be right back. My work phone just pinged, which means something's going up. I just need to make sure nothing's on fire.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Me and you, Pryor.
Even if something's on fire, you just tell him to get a fire extinguisher.
Huh.
Oh, Branson's hit.
Oh, back him up. It'll be safety time.
Well, we're certainly not guarding him downfield, so.
Oh, God. Oh, wow. What a play. Twisters showing why they're one of the best teams in the league.
Good.
Yeah, you know what? They may be one of the best teams in the league, but they're going to give up some nasty upsets and miss the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that's going to happen, but...
I've committed to pretending I think it'll happen.
Yeah, I can see him drop one to Barcelona.
Whoa.
Uh-oh, we're in safety territory, boys.
No, you can't get one past me here.
Ow.
No one gets one over on old block here.
They're not bringing the pass rush. Flamingos will get out of it unscathed.
What a terrible drop.
I tackle the punter. when they don't get to him.
The over team is disappointed as Jad McPherson's going to get a huge punt return there.
Red 31. Red 31.
That was a really long punt return. You don't see him like that.
Nah, you really don't. As Weasel will get the first.
Ready.
Weasel's just been so good for so long.
Oh,
Green 46.
anybody else stream frozen?
Green 40.
No, it's just screen share.
Oh,
As long as the stream's
Okay.
not frozen, I'm happy. As Reginald Shrubbery will get his first reception of the night. And they're going to bring out the kicking unit. They're going to get it off. Hughes' kick is good.
Wooditz
Oh.
leads by 7 at the half.
And Twisters get the
And I
ball.
can't believe they get the ball
to
back. Yeah.
Mangoes for throwing a little fight this evening.
Mingo's
You know
definitely
what?
putting up a fight.
We're trying our best.
Blue 19. Blue
We're trying our
19.
best. But
Go.
you know what? Just like in real life, flamingos are slow to take off.
Green 1.
Uh,
I love it.
Go.
I'm an owner now. I get to be as biased as I want.
Absolutely.
Red 16.
You are the Flamingo's owner.
I like a good bias move.
And a quick 3 and out for the Twisters. Flamingos now have a chance to tie this.
You know what? Our pass defense, work in progress. Run defense,
33. Blue
lockdown.
33. Ready.
On offense, also working
It's gonna be the first team
Hey, don't make
And
fun of
super
Brewer. He's really
casual.
good.
I know, Brewer's great.
run the option.
As Jordals will get it
Option.
first.
Now, that could be interesting.
I don't think the option plays are sadly in yet. For
Jordals is
21.
4 for 6 on targets to receptions with 57 yards.
What if you
What
could
the-
train the AI?
As Brewer is getting nowhere again.
If I use machine learning to teach the Dragons the option.
What are our sliders?
Check PB and sliders in your depth chart. Player list, whatever.
You know what? I'll leave it to chat to tell me what they think our sliders are.
Red 9. Red
I want to say they're like 70-30.
It sounds right.
It's Dixie Kong with a short on the comeback route.
Black 5. Black 5.
Larson is met behind the line for nothing.
Red 31.
199. That's what it feels like, Toasty. It's what it feels like. Zhao Po, that's a reasonable catch. But it's another punt.
We're seeing a quiet third quarter.
Wow.
An
It's a brawl. It's a
unexpected
heavyweight brawl.
An unexpected defensive battle from two offensive teams.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my god!
Red 20. Go.
Time's running out for the Mingos here in the third.
Green 3.
Well, it's only the third quarter.
Oh, yeah. That's true. If this was hockey, though, you got to admit they would be in big trouble.
Strobo throws
That's
a
true.
bullet to
But I
Jordan.
feel like if they were playing football with hockey rules, it would be a very different game.
Yo, that was actually almost
That's true.
blown.
Green
Have you ever seen a block punt?
Green 17.
You know what? I'll be honest. I realize I should change one of my answers from the vidcast, which is if you could stream another sport, what would it be? My dream sport, my favorite one, chess boxing. Force and chat, everyone.
Blue 47.
Chess boxing?
Scores in chat.
Really so interesting. I feel like players would have such a short prime.
Black 21.
I don't know. You can put all your TP into your chess game or your boxing game.
Well, I know. I mean, like real life, but
Blue 7.
You join a chess boxing sim league in a matter of seconds.
I
I
wouldn't.
would.
I'm
No-
not really a one-on-one sim league guy.
Black
That's
You know?
fair. I get you. But you'd also go just because you'd want to see it.
Okay, look. If you started
Green 3.
a chess boxing sim league, I'd join.
Same here.
Fair. As Dixie Kong will
It's
get
in
the
my
first.
username.
Set.
Yeah, that's fair. Chess, would you invest in chess or boxing?
If you would, well, I go boxing because everybody would expect me to invest in chess.
Black.
Then bam, Knocked the lights out. Shot them all.
Yo,
All
so
right.
someone made a chess set that weeble wobbles.
That's amazing.
Blue 26.
Yeah, it
Blue
is.
26.
I watched two international masters play a game of bullet chess on it.
Oh.
Blue 33. Blue 33.
3rd and 2. Huge play here. Huge play.
And they get the
It's
stop.
interception time, baby. Larson fumbles. He didn't.
Oh
but-
my.
Hughes
Wide
is
right, maybe. Let's see. Ooh, right down the middle.
Field goal is good. It's time. Mingos need to answer.
Answer back.
I should note 98% of people took the over.
Black 8.
Dang it.
And by that I mean there's only 2 people who put bets on this.
Green 3. Green 3.
I'm the loser on this one.
and it's a pick. Fedojevic is likely going to seal this game.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
You twister.
Matthew Edwards has the wrong face, Jen. That should be the truth.
Okay.
I was.
That
Who's
is
that
the
face gen? Anybody
truth's
know?
face, Jen. Not Matthew Edwards.
Matthew Edwards got to glow up.
But
Just
I
a
mean,
little
do you
bit.
know who the person is?
I do.
Yeah. I was waiting for somebody in the chat to answer it, but hey, it's alright. All good.
As Ping Xiaopo will get the first.
You know what? We put up a good fight, Mingo Nation.
He did.
City of
Go
Fort
Nation.
Lauderdale.
The city of Fort Lauderdale.
With my billions I made off of buying other people's houses during economic recessions.
God dang it.
Nice.
I'm glad to see that the PBE is also following in our footsteps with a Flamingo-based team in Florida.
Yes, you know what? I'm tempted to send them a cease and desist.
Now. Oh my god. Wait, Phil, do that, but do it as a Thunderdome.
Oh my god, that would be
Oh,
really
that would be
funny.
hilarious.
Just
Wait,
write
you
a
could use
1,000
the
words
chat.
about how I either need to be named owner of the Flamingos or they need to change their branding.
Yeah, but you have to do it in Thunderdome saying, no, it's fake.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I
wanna
don't want to go
become famous?
tank my reputation for no reason.
Oh, it'd be hilarious, though.
It would be.
I'm gonna become famous.
Big follows.
You know, I'm gonna... Do I get rid of that one?
Yeah, you get rid of that one.
Yeah.
Let's just ban.
Yeah, that's fair. As Wolford's going to get the first.
If they want to be unbanned, they can send me an unban request.
I don't think they will, as Webb will get a first, but not enough, and that'll end it.
We tried.
Game.
We
Good game.
tried. There were no safeties. It goes to the under.
Damn it. I mean, dang it. Folks. Family
He
friendly.
just gave Furtive Cult 1,000 channel points.
It's getting closer to that face, Jen.
You're welcome. And
Let's
who do we have up
see.
next here, folks?
There are only 2 games left. I think I'm going to leave at this point.
Alright, I will have my dinner after this stream.
Yep. It's a pleasure to be with all of you again.
Thank you for joining.
Yep. I'll
Bye.
endeavor to... Yep. Good night, everybody.
Alright. Omaha is in. Hold on, I think I have Omaha's thing wrong.
Let's see this here. Discord. Announcements. Yeah, at the Frost Giants.
Yeah, no, that part I have. It's more, I don't think I have the playbook for Omaha right, and I want to make sure they're West Coast 3-4.
Yeah, clear and no wins in this one.
So Reykjavik did not sign people. So it's going to be interesting to see how they play.
I thought they did sign people in between week 1 and
They
2.
did,
No?
but there are still some people that were on the roster that did not have contracts in, so they got removed tonight.
Oh,
So Caleb Boateng is now the wide receiver 1. Our experts have Reykjavik as the 2/3 favorite. Will we say clear low
Disagree.
wins? Clear low wins.
beautiful day, nice one. Got in this one. Can you hear me? Yeah,
I can hear you.
Alright.
Who you got winning this? Give it a minute.
Okay, I can't hear you. I don't know if you can.
Hold on. I think I might have knocked my microphone out.
Ah, there we go. Now I can hear you.
Yeah. And so here we go.
Here we go. We got this one. Big return.
They return. Shiomi back to pass. Has Bortlestone. Bortlestone up the side with a huge gain.
Blue 7. Blue 7.
Keeps those legs churning.
And a deep bomb downfield.
I'm going to Omaha on this one. Feel okay?
That's fair. I'm gonna go with the Frost Giants, but my heart wants Omaha to win.
There we go.
Having played for both teams, Omaha didn't run me out of town.
Team.
And that's going to be a Chess with a huge catch. Chester
Wow.
Chess, 35 yards.
My cousin, Chester.
And Henriksen with a huge catch. And all of a sudden, Omaha is knocking at the end zone.
Big play.
And it's a drop.
Red 23. Red 23.
See.
Shiomi back to pass. Nope.
Blue
Oh
7.
wow, the Frost Giants defense standing up.
And a screen pass here, but Rapido can't turn the
Oh.
corner.
If he turned that corner, it would have been a play to pull on.
And a 30-yarder from Steptoe is good. Omaha takes a 3-0 lead. Hey, look.
Wow, folks, this is going to be a great game. I've got a feeling. Strap in, folks.
Oh, it's going to be good. I can feel it.
Blue 19. Blue 19. Ready. Black 5. Black 5.
Johnson back to pass.
What a game so far. The Frost Giants looking good in their unis as always. Is that a McBotterson? Oh, never mind.
No, that's Kobayakawa.
On his jersey, it was so long I figured it had to be
No,
McBotterson.
there are some people with some really long names in this league, man.
You know, oh, geez, but nobody even in the same area code.
And Omaha gets the ball back after a good start, but this is gonna coffin at
What a
about the
punt.
7. Oh, that went further up than I thought.
Blue 46.
The referees, maybe.
Shiomi finds
Bortlestone having himself a game.
Green 29.
Yep.
Green 20. Hike.
From deep. Erickson
Green 17.
takes a move out midfield.
17. Ready.
I'm churning.
Green
And they're
29.
back in Steptoe's
Green
range
29.
again.
Set. Set.
Toasty, they swapped this off-season, actually. As Thompson!
Wow.
Billy
what
Bob.
a toss.
Billy Bob Thompson. Billy Bob Booker Thompson. I don't know if William Thompson is still here in chat, but if he is, you just got your first career touchdown.
Wow. What a beautiful throw. Into the defense. Wow. Omaha looking like a new team this season a little bit right now.
Told ya.
They're looking like the real deal. Hey, I'm the one who picked them to win.
I know.
Red 16.
Do-do-do. Oh.
Green 1. Green 1.
And that's a pick.
Wow.
Twinkle Toes with Maverick Twinkle Toes with, I think, their first career pick. This is not looking good for the Frost Giants, who nearly get the ball right back.
Wow.
Black 11. Ready.
This is a huge possession here for how early it is in the game. Frost Giants need to get a turnover.
Yes, because they're going to be looking at least 13-0. As Botterman is going to get a handful of yards, and so Steptoe is going to make it 13. It is good. 50-yarder.
Oh, he's automatic.
Hey, there's a reason why I always vote Steptoe for a Pro Bowl in either kicker or punter. He's just that good and deserves that recognition.
He's a great kicker. I wonder if there's going to be any changes to kicking in the new version. Do you know?
It's going to be about the same. The only thing is now you'll see him celebrate when they do things.
Oh, yeah.
We will be having the celebrations in for 21. They're too fun not to.
I'm supposed to give time for the commentators to take 2 seconds to acknowledge somebody, too.
Yeah, and I think with me
Good.
me simming only 2 times a week, if we can get a minor simmer to cover me, it'll be a lot more feasible.
Yeah, I mean, it'll add a little bit of time, but no.
Is there a swagger
Hope they
tribute?
could do,
Toasty, I asked. There is not. Every player has the same amount of swagger.
It would be interesting if they add, like, a toggle button where you could do, like, 50% less celebrations or something. I don't know if that's
You
feasible.
can choose how long each time. So they all celebrate, but you can choose how long each celebration is.
Nice.
So you
Cool.
can set it so it's like 3 seconds, 4 seconds. So it's not terrible. As Hendrickson's going to take it to the
Hendrickson.
house.
This game's getting out of hand all of a sudden.
It is. Frost Giants are looking like just the
We
underdog.
gotta get some players signed on that team.
So yeah, I've not had dinner because we ordered Indian food. Because we were watching Ted Lasso. There's a scene where they eat Indian food, and so we were inspired.
Nice. It's next on my list. I don't have Apple TV though.
Nah. They give you a free trial. I just say use that trial and go through it when season 2
Binge
comes
it.
out. Yeah,
Oh,
it's easy to binge.
Green 29.
I've heard nothing but good things.
It's amazing.
And I like soccer and I like Jason Sudeikis. So,
And boating.
Boating. Look at him make a man miss.
It's not boating. It's Boateng.
Oh.
We were actually corrected. It's Boateng as the last name.
Boateng. All right then, Mr. Boateng.
And Kobiakawa's gonna put Reykjavik
Kobiakawa.
on the board.
How I'm gonna go ahead and say probably gonna be close to the Hall of Fame. I have to look at the stats, but I think he's gonna be close, depending on how long he plays.
Yep.
What do you think?
I think it's gonna be tight. The problem is, and this is my thoughts on Kobiakawa's Hall of Fame, and you're on the Hall of Fame committee if I'm not mistaken, correct? There's Rapido with a good catch there. I think
Sure am.
so. I think it's tough because there's just a lot of good running backs, and I think Kobiakawa has had the issue of just compared to his peers, never like I'd throw him probably third or fourth best, but I'm not sure that third and fourth best is necessarily enough to cut it within the time that he's playing, not third and fourth best overall.
Red 16. Red 16. Go.
Like, I wouldn't take him over Espelon. I wouldn't take him over Runman.
Black 5. Black 5.
And I don't even know... Do you think Runman is a Hall of Famer?
No, I don't.
Right, and so that's kind of it. It's like, what a kick!
This is the user. What a punt.
That's what I meant.
29. Green 29. Set.
Now we could have gone for the safety because Johnson's going to throw it away.
Oh.
Keeblerson
No,
is
my
going
God.
to take it to the house
5 yards.
to end the half.
Oh my God! You talked about a change of momentum after the great punt.
That's it
Young
right there.
baby Kublerson. All of a sudden, this game is 6 points after looking like the Frost Giants were the DOA. What's up, PCD?
Toasty brings up a good point. If Quattro makes it, Cena makes it. But I don't think Quattro makes it.
Green 29. Green 29.
When I'm watching streams, I always think about players, but I don't have their career stats in front of me, you know? Like, Koyakawa, he's just been around.
As there's an offsides here, and it's going to go nowhere. But it's going to be a 1st and 10 because of those yards.
Green 3. Green 3. Set. Tonight. Red 44. Red 44. Tonight. Black 39. Black 39. Red.
As Kobiakawa is going to be just short.
Oh, short. Wow.
And it's going to be a punt. That momentum is going to be
Cowardly
huge. And this is going to be a touchback to boot. So if Omaha can get
Cowardly
something
punt.
going.
11. Black 11.
Sorry, what were you saying?
A cowardly punt. They should have gone for it there, in my
Yeah.
opinion. They had all the momentum in the world, but this AI does what it does.
AI is consistent.
Black 41.
You knew they weren't gonna.
Yeah, but
As Bortlestone's going to get the first.
man, he's having himself a day.
Definitely.
Mr. Bortlestone. He reminds me of Frank Gore.
He is a little
Oh,
bit. As
pick.
Keeblerson's going to get the pick. They said, we don't need to punt. We'll get the ball right back.
Tonight.
Wow, 2 Kublersons on the same team.
Blue 7.
There's actually
Oh,
3.
Kublerson's power.
Tonight.
Oh, wow.
As Botterman's going to get the first.
Green 3.
Bottom,
Green 3.
bottom.
Set. Go.
Shouldn't have played the first 2 games. I shouldn't have played the first and the third game. I should have moved them to the end. These games at the end have been phenomenal.
Yeah, we were doing that. I have a sleep on stream. Oh, I saw it was like topped out at like 25 or something earlier in the stream. Pretty good.
That's okay. It's early. I'm still learning where sort of all the teams line up, and I think I have a better idea than I do. As Reykjavik's going to make this a 3-point game, with O'Deer's kick being good.
Wow.
It's a good build-up for the Tex game. I'm really hyped for the Tex game. Tex Rush should be a lot of fun.
Fan. I'm a fan on their team. And Rush having they're gonna be good this season. I think. I don't know if they'll make the playoffs, but they're gonna be better than for a minute there. It looked like they were gonna be in the cellar for a while.
Green 1. Green
Especially with these division realignments, I don't think they're going to be.
Yeah, but I think they're gonna be one of those teams that gets a few
Black 8. Set.
upsets in there.
Oh, yeah. And yes, there is a new kicker in Mexico City. I saw that. And let's get some
Listen,
fours
don't
in
see it.
chat.
Another fours in chat game.
Oh, absolutely. It's a 3-point game. And both these teams have been playing wildly well. Tabatabai with a huge catch.
Red 9. Red 9. Set. Hut.
As Henriksen's got a
Big
touchdown.
touchdown. Wowie. Toasty, if you ever want to sign me, you don't even have to give me TP, but you do have to pay for me to live in real life Mexico City. And I will play for your team for as long as you want because I love it there.
Toasty isn't a
Blue
GM.
26. Blue 26.
And yeah.
He's an owner, though, right? Or
No.
he's not an owner.
No.
He can't be, right?
He is one of the 3 people that cannot be.
Green 30.
Although
like we
we
should
might
let him anyway.
might be willing to revise that here, but we just figured it was easy to keep it consistent with the GM part.
Yeah.
Black 5. Black 5.
Toasty should be allowed to own the tax, in my opinion. That's
I
my
mean,
man's opinion.
look, if there was ever a case, it's Toasty for the tax.
Kobe Akawa making some moves. Frost Giants need.
41.
Yeah, that would be
They
pretty
need to
tough
score,
to
and they need to
score
score here.
even a field goal that would be okay.
They need to put something in the books, and they need to score fast.
Oh, he's got a man in the end zone.
And it's a pick, Yelik Barlikalev.
Green 1. Green 1. Go.
Yerik Balakarev, I should say. Shiomi's got Henriksen for the first.
Green 33. Green 30. Hike.
Botterman.
Slow. Take his time.
Red 16.
Thompson.
Green 29. Green 29.
Dum, dum, dum. Deep. Ooh, that could have been a pick.
Set.
Hey, oh!
Green 46.
See those kinds of
Green
sacks too often
46.
anymore these days.
No. And Henriksen.
Timeout.
Oh, but this is going to make it 30. A Steptoe's kick for 60-plus yards is good. 64-yarder.
Wow. Felix Steptoe. He is elite.
Blue
Absolutely.
47. Blue 47.
Like, we talk about, like, the kickers for, like, some of these teams and who's going to make the Hall, and Chuck Finn, but Steptoe, honestly, he doesn't have the accolades to back it up, but he has been consistently great. And it's a pick again. Skylar Hawkins the second.
Red 23. Red 23.
It's just starting to
Giants
hurt
won on
for
that.
Reykjavik. As the fullback pitch to Rapido.
Red 44.
They went on that little 17-point tear, and then now in a game of streaks. It was 20-0, and then 20-17, and now 30-17. And it looks like
Toasty asks a good question. Name one draftee from this draft class minus HO and GMs who make the Hall of Fame. So, I'm trying to think what players I really love in this draft class. I mean, yes, all of them. But, I'm trying to think who's in the best position to succeed.
that's interesting. I'd have to look back at the draft.
I can do this. Just give me a minute. Because there was someone I really loved in this draft class, who I thought is just going to be good. But depth chart position matters, and so I gotta think. All right. What's the name of the wide receiver on the Venom? I think he's gonna make it.
Interesting.
Chico Cortez.
Well, that ended up being a pretty good game.
Phenomenal game. All right, last game of the night. Where are we? Are we in Mexico City? No, we're in Toronto.
Toronto.
But there we go. Chico Cortez is my pick. Wide receiver, Las Vegas Venom. as Softens and Beeman duel it out. Our expert picks have Toronto as the major underdogs here. It's nighttime, it's raining, and it's low winds. And we're going to play in Toronto, which means...
Off of the border, which we can get, Americans can now get back into Toronto if you are so vaxxed into Canada.
Yep.
Now, but the Canadians, well, COVID doesn't exist in SCFSL.
That's because we turned injuries off.
I have been saying for a year and a half now they should just do that in real life.
You know, you
Just
say
flip
that, but
injuries
we'd
off.
have a population spike.
True. But maybe they should turn injuries to low. Or maybe people could invest more TPE in, you know,
Oh,
antibodies. What are we going to do with TPE as a cryptocurrency?
never.
Oh, there we go.
We're just gonna put it back into league merch.
I was speaking to my mom. She did here soon.
Nice.
Yeah, I got just a. Hold on, I got to try it.
So say, didn't you get
I
it?
wanted to get the water bottle, but it wasn't in the shop when I looked.
Ah, that's Montroy.
That's okay.
Like
A
the
little,
tumbler or the water bottle? Water bottle.
Water bottle.
It wasn't in stock?
I don't think so. Maybe I just wasn't looking hard enough.
That's interesting. I'll definitely check it out, because that's news to me.
Yeah.
As Mexico City takes a quick and early lead. One play. All they needed.
One play, one score. All right.
Thunderball with the huge
Thunderball.
move. What's wild to me about this game, I'm going to say it. I'm trying to think if there's two players on in this game that are, I think, Hall of Fame bound, and they both have the same last name and play for different teams.
Blue 26. Blue 26.
Yeah, interesting. A little sibling rivalry.
Yeah. As Fridge, a literal Fridge will get that.
Green 33. Green 33. Go!
Pitches out wide to Quattro.
44.
Mexico City is looking to do some quick and early damage.
Black 5. Black 5. Hike.
Is that face, Jim?
Have you watched it? Or you need to watch it? The original or the remake?
I don't know what it's a reference to, frankly.
They said you need to watch Space Jam, right?
Oh.
Did I hear you wrong?
Space Jam.
Ah.
I said Face Jam.
Face Jam.
Space Jam.
Ah.
Oh, that's fun.
Who has the same last name? Isn't Bex Batabone on the Aztecs, or did Bex move? Oh no, Bex retired. Bex is no longer on the Tex. So there's only one, I think, surefire Hall of Famer in this game.
Red 16. Red 16.
Toasty pointing out that I have no idea about who's on any team anymore. Rightfully so, as Sanic will get a couple of yards there. And a 6-2 is coming out. Beeman's going with the play action. He's got pressure. He throws it short to Batabone. Batabone makes a man miss and gets to the 45.
Wow. It's a bold play call.
And TLK.
He's got him wide open. Don't run out of bounds, son. There you go. Wow. All right, Toronto. 2 points on the board. Ladies and gents. We got ourselves a ball game.
We do have a ball game.
Do.
33.
Yeah, who do you think's gonna
33.
Soft and short pass to Guy Wow. He's another rookie that I think might be in the Hall of Fame when all is said and all is done. As Quattro is going to find nothing but daylight and take it for another
There
touchdown.
he goes.
Quattro has received the ball for 1 touchdown. And has put up, I think, over 100 total yards already.
Red 10. Red 10. Go.
Beeman back to pass. Thunderball makes a man miss and dives
Ball making
inside
a
for
mess.
extra
Gives them
yards.
extra yardage.
That's huge. 6'2" coming out. Beeman under pressure, screen pass. Thunderball's getting nowhere though with that.
Oh. Go deep when you're up against that 6'2".
You really do. And it's a fumble. And Botterman will recover.
Right, well, then they get away with a punt. Do. Big return.
Blue 33. Blue 33. Go.
Mexico City looking to really put this game almost out of reach, but
44.
Quattro's definitely doing his part. He is 102 yards.
oh,
Green 1.
dangerous pass.
Green 1. Hike.
And McDonald says nope and runs out of bounds.
Green 29.
I'm not getting hit.
Not only did he nope out, he went actually backwards.
Hey, it was a quick-
Panda.
Where's it?
Sit up.
So it's on James Bond, and James Bond is good.
Bond, James Bond for 3 there.
Blue 33. Blue 30. Go.
And it's a pick, a bad throw by Beeman under pressure. And Kenzu Mizumachi will take advantage of it.
Red 16. Ready.
Not going on pipe there, but looking awfully good this game.
Oh, yeah.
Hike.
Stockton's only completed 50% of his passes, but 2 of them have been touchdowns, so
Blue 19.
you're not really complaining
Blue
at that point.
19. Ready.
There's a flag here as Matthew McDonald will get the touchdown, but it's coming back in a hold.
Ooh, bottom is
Green 46.
good.
Green 46.
Ooh, another sack.
39. Black 39.
Sacking in a lot. Yeah, tech.
ShamWow. And so they're going to turn to Bond after. Oh no, it's third down.
Green 1.
One more play.
I'm losing track. It's been a long
Oh,
day.
the penalty. Penalty threw it off too.
Quattro's going to run out of bounds, get the first though, so it's first and goal.
Green.
I would have just barreled through, but he had other ideas.
Black 21.
Ooh.
21.
Oh, the clock here at 6.
Blue 47. Blue 47. Sit up.
I would just keep passing. I mean, you got Quattro. Why not hand
Yeah.
that ball off? 3rd and goal. And they're
G-Rocks, Raphael got picked up. You're on the Narwhals. Every single W player has been playing. Just because your
Just
GM
kick a
has
field goal.
not told you does not make it my fault. Toasty, if it was a designed run play and your quarterback gets tackled, you don't lose yards.
Red
Doo-doo.
16. Red 16. 16.
No, it wasn't. It was patching. I don't know.
33. 33. Blue 33. Blue 33. Go.
33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. 33. G-Rocks, it should just be a roll. It's not a locker room. But I'll make sure you have it. That's a deep bomb downfield. And it's going to be a pick by Skylar Dawkins.
Red 31. Red.
I'll get you that roll. Or Chess, you can do it, actually.
He's a narwhal. I can give him that, though.
You can give him the narwhal roll, though.
Yep.
Green 33. Green 31.
Thanks, G-Rocks. Look, Rocks. I never know. It's G-Rocks in my mind.
Red 9. Go.
As Softens back to pass. Deep bomb downfield, and it's going to be deflected.
Black 11. Black 11. Tonight.
This game is going to be a tiny bit closer.
It hasn't been. It's outside of that one touchdown. It was like the comment that in 1992 when Cuba played the Dream Team in the Olympics, Cuba had the lead at one point in the game. The score was 4-3.
The players on that Cuba team probably tell their kids about that one.
Oh yeah. I mean, the comment was, we were just excited to be playing all these people because that team was nuts.
Yeah, it was. And that was before basketball, really.
Yeah, and they just wanted pictures with the players.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
17.
USA, even with a kind of a really bad USA basketball team, still went home with the gold. I was happy to see that.
Yeah.
Bad. I feel bad for USA basketball because anytime they ever lose, just everybody, nobody can, and nobody cares if they win. They're just like, yeah, whatever.
It's just the moment you lose, it's just all hell breaks loose.
Yeah. And I mean, there's a time coming in the not too distant future where the other countries are gonna really catch up to the U.S.
Oh,
it's
it's
close
getting
right now.
Basketball's the second largest sport.
Black 41.
And it's only growing. I mean, that's good though. That'll be fun. That'll be fun one day in the future when it's like watching the World Cup almost.
All Europe needs to do is just set up a pyramid system of basketball leagues, and they're good.
21. Tonight.
That'll be interesting. I mean, just how America keeps up with that.
Yeah.
All right.
23-7.
Rush gets the ball back. I mean, if they want to do anything, it's going to have to start now.
Green 17. Green 17.
We need Powell.
Ready, hike.
Get Powell back. I have it on good authority. Powell's going to the Twisters.
I don't believe that for a second, especially because he's still GM.
Black 39.
Co-GM.
True.
Hike.
I got bad intel.
And
Ooh,
also, he's a
smooth,
member of
great
head
name.
office now, so I feel like I'd go
29.
first.
Green hike.
As Jeremiah Grundlesmooch will get that one.
Black 5. Black 5. Hike.
Thunderball.
Black 21. Black 21. Go.
Even back to pass. Comeback route. Bounce got it. But it's
Oh,
not looking like a lot.
44. Red 44.
yeah, they're going to need some longer chunks of yardage.
And that's not going to come from that hold.
Ooh,
Blue 33.
frustrating game for
Absolutely.
the boys in red.
Green 17.
Oh, it's probably a great city. I've never been. I look forward to visiting one day. You ever been? You okay?
What? To Toronto? No. I want to go.
No. Thank you.
Green 3.
Me
Green
too.
3. Set. Go.
And Scotty doesn't know. We'll get the touchdown. I'll get the first.
Blue 7. Blue 7.
I'm ahead of my own curve.
Bomb. Oh. Underthrow, or did that just go straight through his hand?
I think it
That's
got.
a drop.
I think it was a drop. As Quattro's going to get it first. And Aztecs are just going to be sitting this one back on the run game, I think. And short passes like that to McDonald.
Red 31. Red
There.
30.
Softens to McDonald.
Both defenses all of a sudden are playing pretty good.
Quattro is having a huge game as he's tackled for a loss. Thing about
Just
Quattro,
fired him.
the moment you notice he's doing well, he stops.
Sit hut.
And this
Well,
one's
it would
going to
take a
Coffin.
miracle. Ooh, that was a good one.
Ready.
4.
Blue 33. Blue 30. Sit hike.
Beeman nearly safetied.
Ready.
All right.
And
Toronto
it's a
just
pick
can't.
again. Kenzo Mitsumachi.
Red 10. Red 10.
Toronto just cannot get anything going.
No. And they're going to add insult to injury as a literal fridge will get a touchdown.
2 big catches for him today.
Hi, Gurren. You missed it. You got an amazing touchdown earlier. That's like the
We
one
did.
bright spot for the rush this game.
This was a rough game for the Rush, but they're going to learn from this, and I think
Oh, you heard it. That's good.
Sit hut. Set. Hike.
And Gino Presto's going to get that pick.
39.
Willie Beeman is
Wow.
having a night to forget. As Scotty doesn't know with another
it.
first.
Blue 4. Blue
yikes,
4.
yikes, yikes. Not good. For the boys in red.
Black 11.
Nope.
Black 11. Ready.
And we're just killing time now, my friend.
Yep. As John Montroy, the co-GM, will get them close to a first down, but not quite there.
Ready. Sit hike.
And softens doesn't know for the touchdown.
There we go.
Told you I was getting ahead of myself. Now someone's going to say proof that TLK has rigged all these games.
No, but you're rigging it against the Rush, so that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, exactly. I'd point out that if I were rigging this, the Rush would be winning.
True. Unless this is a deep fake to get us to think that you're anti-Rush only later.
Oh, come on. With how much that the mantra that TLK, Toasty just says proof. Mizumachi with another pick. I want to know how many picks were thrown this game.
Yeah, we'll look at that after. It was crazy.
As
Oh my
Dustin
god,
gets his
another
second
one.
touchdown. Call it DJ Khaled, because it's another one.
How many picks have been thrown?
How many picks have been thrown in this quarter?
Oh, it's ugly. It was 20-7 to start this quarter.
Uh-huh.
Right? Or 23-7.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Black 41. Black 41. Hike.
Not a pick, as Grundle Smoosh will get this one.
Ready.
All right, Beeman. He's got 6 on the evening.
Sit hike.
Ouch.
And there's 7. As
Oh
Grumathin.
my god. What's the record? What's the record in game?
44.
I think it's 7. I think he's just
Okay,
tied it.
Mexico City gets a quick score here. We could see history.
Black 11.
As Quattro.
Wow.
Set.
Huge gain from him, but Mexico City is content to burn off the clock.
Well. All right.
I think this might be the last play. We'll see a handoff to Quattro, and it'll probably be tackled for a loss, and that'll do it. So we'll see. Oh no, it's a throw from Softens. Quick throw. Iroh's in for the touchdown.
Oh, Uncle Iro.
His first reception for
And then
10
one
yards.
touchdown.
As Mexico
Iroh,
City
good to
lays
see
a
him.
50 burger.
Let's see. if Beeman will break the record. I think we're going to see it. I think we're about to witness history, folks.
21. Black 20.
Beeman finds Thunderball. Thunderball is tackled, so the clock is still running.
Green 1. Green 1.
Stream's frozen for me. Oh, there it goes.
And, ooh, incomplete.
Oh,
Blue
that was
47.
it.
Blue 47. Tonight.
Incomplete there. It's 3rd and 10.
Blue 4. Blue 4.
Okay, let's do this. Still go for it.
Thunderball's got the first. That's going to give him a fresh set of downs.
Green
But time
29.
is ticking.
Green 29. Set.
Want to see history, folks. All of a sudden, Beeman can't miss.
Black 8. Black 8.
It's like,
Here we
no
go.
chance am I giving anyone that record. Oh,
Oh, oh.
Green 1. Green 1.
Goodness.
Hike.
Make it over that 200-yard mark,
and
too.
he's sacked. This will be the last play of the game.
Black 39. Black
Think?
30. Hike.
Oh, this one will be, yeah, okay.
And it's a completion. He will not break the record. Well, thank you all for
Well,
tuning in.
congrats to Willie.
It has been an absolute pleasure. Yeah, and we look forward to seeing.
Seeing you around on Discord. Easy, folks.
Yeah, see ya. Gurren, we've lost the past 2 games 107-17 with TLK scoring our 2 TDs. TLK is rigging the games, making it so his boy TLK'd as well. Gurren, you do know if I would rig it for you, you'd do a lot more points.
What a game. What a game.
Alright, well thank you all for tuning in. We will see you on Wednesday. Actually, tomorrow is our Dev League game, and we will see you Wednesday. Have a good night.